Hello everybody, it is me, Everskatoozy, and today we are here talking about How Not to Summon the Demon Lord, episode 9. Holy, now I just finished watching the first 10 minutes episode, and there's so much that happened. Like, we met this new character, which is a holy knight, and his character seems really cool. He's like those characters that, like that guy from Bleach and from other animes, those characters that don't have their eyes open, but then when they open up their eyes, they look like they show like their true natures. And this guy's just walking around with his eyes closed, and he opens up his eyes and he has these glowing golden eyes. And then I guess that, with what we saw at the beginning of the episode, he's like a hardcore killer, like killing people in God's name. It just reminds me of like every single like church anime, or like same thing as like what's it, Hellsing, like very like fanatical church addicts. As soon as I saw Alicia, like was the very beginning before the guy, was that Alicia killing people? Because like wow, like at first I thought that she was like pretending, like faking her personality in front of like Diablo, Shara, and Rem. But then when you saw her talking to the Holy Knight, you could see like a sweat drip on her, so you could tell that she isn't completely faithful to the church or whatever that they're a part of, their Royal Knight church thing. But it's weird how when he was walking around, it sounded like he was like actually carrying his armor, like carrying his sword, like slashing them, but it was just his swords hitting their like they're like hitting himself with his swords like on his back. But other than that, the rest of the episode was pretty interesting, seeing them going on that short like detour when you saw like Rem teaching Shara about like summoning magic. Like it's I found it really interesting and pretty cool how that worked. Like you can summon a bird and then be able to see through its eyes. That seemed really cool. I don't think I've ever seen something like that in fantasy animes before, like that type of magic. But it's sort of like clairvoyance, clairvoyance. That just reminds me of like when I saw that in the ReZero anime, where like you can like see using your senses and see far away instead of it being a bird. But next to that, we saw the scene with them all bathing together, which was, at first I thought that they were all going to be in swimsuits like together, but then as soon as when you see them like completely naked with just their hair covering their boobs, you're just like, what? And then as soon as when Rem just grabbed Shara by like her nipples and we're just twisting them and turning them, you're just like, what is even going on? Like, that's like such an awesome scene, but but it's just so weird to see that happen. And then Diablo is like forcing himself in a comedic way to like not look. I think a lot of us wanted him to see, but then I knew that the fallen girl was gonna appear again. Like, there's no way that she would have like only been at the beginning. But I have seen animes before where like an important character, like I guess we don't know that she's important, but at least she's back. I'm pretty sure that she's going to be a part of the team, but I don't really know what's going to happen here. So I guess that's all I really need to talk about for the starting of the episode. It was just funny moments, serious moments, and just learning moments, which is pretty good for the starting of the episode. But yeah, I'll be back in a few seconds to review the rest of this episode. Okay, I am back, and wow, there's a lot that happened. So we got to see the rest of the I can't say her name, whatever, the brown fallen girl, the fallen girl. She like said that she knows the resurrection to the demon lord, whatever the demon lord's name is, because I can't remember that name either. Both of their names are so weird, like Ubrekalism and Kerblackalism. These fallen names are just smashing on the keyboard. But I guess like you could tell that she's still a little bit smug towards the main character. With when they both faced off against each other, she was doing that thing where the thing with her mouth, the puffiness and stuff like that. But then we got to see the Alicia come back and then tell the others to go to the church. We also Shara found out about Rem, which was a nice moment. We also knew that was going to be Shara's reaction, because that's what she is with everything. But they all met up with the Holy Knight, and we found out that the Holy Knight was a fraud, and apparently I thought that he was like a part of the Imperial Knights, but he was a part of a church, and he's called a Orthodox Church. That's actually a pretty good name. Like, I would have thought that they would have thought like a cheap name or a stupid name, but a Orthodox Church makes sense with the things that they do, because they are very orthodox. Even like because I'm putting that on the point, but like Diablo defeated that guy super easily. I like it how like he was using the guy he was using his eye magic to Rem, and then Rem was starting to like suffocate. But then the church guy decided to use his magic on Diablo. But then Diablo uses his reflection magic to go back against him. Like we saw in the opening that he uses that against the Demon Lord. So I have no idea how this can happen. I guess maybe he'll like maybe the Demon Lord will. Maybe he'll defeat the Demon Lord by reflecting magic back against him, which is weird. I guess that's the best way to fight against the Demon Lord. Like reflect all of the strong attacks back at him. But then the Demon Lord must have like defense magic or something, so it's going to be a never-ending battle unless it's super quick or not. But we saw that happen, and then the church guy got frozen as stone. I wonder what would have happened if that happened to Diablo if he actually did get hit with that. Would he? I guess Rem, Shara, and Alicia probably would have died by that guy's swords. And apparently that guy has four swords, not two. He has four swords because I was wondering why his suit was clanking a lot at the beginning of the episode, and it was because he has four swords. He has two on his back and then two on his sides. How does he even do that? It just reminds me of Zoro. We're probably not going to see him fight. We might see him come back maybe in episode 10 or 11, but other than that, we saw them tell Alicia, and then Diablo was talking about how Alicia might be faking something, and then I'm gonna have to agree with him. He was like making it so that way he didn't like how Alicia was forgiving of Rem's like curse, but yeah, but she must be hiding something like Diablo was thinking before he like took back his thing, but she must be hiding something because it must have been her at the starting of the episode, right? I might need to check back, but she must be hiding something. She might kill the Demon Lord once it's out of her, or maybe just I really thought that the episode was gonna end not with the brown girl saying that the resurrection is about to happen. I really thought that Alicia was gonna stab Rem right in the gut. I felt it. I felt it so much. Please tell me that other people felt that also. But other than that, that's all that happened in this episode. So yeah, this episode was pretty good. The music during scenes are pretty good. For the most part, the art really sticks to it. Like all the way to episode 12, there hasn't been that many like art mistakes, and the animation is pretty good. And yeah, other than that, I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. If you didn't, then leave a dislike. If you didn't like this conversation, discussion, review thing. But I really like the game talk in this stuff. That's another thing that I forgot to say. The game talk that Diablo talks about with when he talks about his past life, it's pretty cool to see, especially in a lot of series like this. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video review, and yeah, bye.